about people like her.
I agree. And let me
Thank you
answer.
for
Let me answer another part of that question. Wisconsin has been a leader in getting people covered. We're over 90% of us have some insurance, thanks to all of the programs that we have, which cost everybody money. So why in the heck are we letting the federal government come in and impose something on top of all of that when we're almost there already? Why are we doing that? That's why it should be challenged.
Well, I think it's kind of like what you said about the fundraiser at the church for the man. You know, that you were talking about as a community, that those are the things that we do as a community. I think that a lot of people look at this as a larger community, not just the state, not just your neighborhood, but the country as a community. And that is a value that a lot of us feel we wish everyone would hold. It's a much larger scale fundraiser for someone who can't afford their cancer treatments. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And in Wisconsin, we've got tremendous programs to
Yeah,
cover
but
this.
we've got a big country.
Tremendous programs to cover this. And so the question and the reason it's being challenged is we have spent so much time and so much of our taxpayers' dollars on the programs that we have here in Wisconsin, which are very good, by the way,
They are.
starting way back with previous governors and previous administrations. Very good. Costly, but very good. So we're challenging this on the fact that why should the federal government come in now and impose an additional hardship on our people, taking money away from senior citizens, which is what they're going to do. Medicare, $463 billion.
Seniors can die.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Does that make sense? You talk about, does that make sense? You want to look these seniors in the eye and say, we're taking $462 billion?
Yeah, but see, that's for the really, really wealthy seniors that maybe don't necessarily. Understanding the fine points of this bill, and I think it's a scare tactic, and I think it's
No,
really a
the tax, the $500 billion people that make $200,000 or more.
Where do you feel you're
But
entitled to
Medicare-
small business money? Why are you entitled to money? Why do you feel that?
I don't add to other people's money. Actually, I'm
Well,
not.
everything you're saying.
Okay, I don't want to, please,
No, I feel
address
that
me.
we all have a responsibility for each other. That's what I feel, and myself included.
And we do that, and we do that.
Right.
And I don't think we don't disagree with that.
I think that's an American value.
Okay.
I do.
We want the same goal, we have different ways of getting it.
Exactly.
Some people want the government to do it, which is us. And some people think that the government should get out of the way and create opportunities for people to do it for themselves.
But we can
And then there's people that fall through the cracks.
Not the corporations. That's what I like
There's
about it.
people that fall through the cracks that need to be addressed, and I've said that about 6 times here.
No, you got it. You're right. And thank you for your time
Thank
today.
you.
I do appreciate it.
Thank
We
you.
gotta get you out of here.
Let's go to this lady here and then back to you.
My name is Karen, I just want to say one thing. I don't know if she and other people are aware, but they are predicting a 160,000 doctors shortage in this country with this health care plan. In addition to research and development, won't take care of our heart patients, our cancer patients. We've got a great, fabulous healthcare system right now that's going to go down the tubes because we won't be able to afford to continue research and development, to pay our doctors. People will not go into medicine because they won't be reimbursed. They'll be paid what we're paid right now, which is, I believe, 30% on the dollar for Medicare patients. They're not being paid. They're, enough to even make a profit in medical practice when they see Medicare or Medicaid patients. And so these people that need health care, and they're maybe getting health care now and aren't totally satisfied, but yet we're having great health care in this country. Once this bill goes into effect, we're going to see a lot less doctors. There is going to be rationing of care because you can't add 30 million people and then add illegal aliens if that gets passed in. Who's going to see all these people?
Exactly.
Dan?
I promised this guy, and then I'll get to you. Yeah, Bruce.
Yes, Bruce. Just a comment, we talked about the donut hole and we talked about the cut in Medicare benefits. Well, I guess my question is, I understand that part of these savings, what some are classifying as cutting of benefits to those in Medicare, is there will be a cutback on the subsidies of 20% that Medicare Modernization Act of 03 put into that bill for private insurance companies in the Advantage Plus plans. And also, another one, help out uncovering, filling this donut hole. The prevention not get, for our Medicare, not to be able to negotiate with pharmaceutical companies like VA does and that. That was put into the third modernization. Those two items right there will go a long ways on generating billions, probably trillions of dollars.
One of the, he mentioned Medicare Advantage, and that is one of the cuts, and that's, is anybody in on that? Okay, you like it?
I like it the way it is.
Okay, they like it the way it is, but according to what I've seen, the cuts to Medicare Advantage is gonna be $202 billion. So these people are gonna pay more.
Well, I'm paying for it now.
Well, they're paying for
It's
it.
my Medicare dollars that are going to pay for the insurance company a 20% subsidy for their Advantage Plus plan. I paid for my supplemental health care when I was working, every hour I worked. It was supposed to have been done. Now I am paying for it given the second half if I want to keep it. Nobody is substituting mine.
Yes. Oh, you're next, then you.
I
Yeah.
want to agree with the gal back here about
Doctor.
fewer doctors. And this guy is so slick that I believe bringing the student loan into the healthcare, there's some reasoning behind it. And here it is. Here it is. In years to come, John Smith wants to apply as a doctor. Okay? And if you're going to take money from the government, John, we don't need doctors right now. We need civil engineers. You want any money from us, you'll be a civil engineer.
Yeah.
They will start picking and choosing career for people. And as a result, pardon me?
And where you're gonna practice.
Yep. It will be dictated to you. I know that sounds crazy, but that's all part of it. That's where it's going.
You or then you.
Okay, I'm
You've
Tom.
been back, you've been waiting, you've been patient, thank you.
Yeah,
Tom.
and I enjoyed the healthcare debate. I just want to talk a little bit about, hear your views on taxation, and what do you think about our current progressive tax system? And would you support some sort of a flat tax?
Yeah, I would support an overhaul of anything that made sense. If it's a flat tax or fair tax or whatever it might be. As I said, answered very early about the ground being fertile for change. I think it's fertile for a change in that regard as well. So I would definitely support, let's look at all of these options that are out there for taxation and use the one there's a value-added tax that some people are going to not the value-added tax, but it's called, which one is it where you first buy the product, it's, you get a tax at a higher rate.
Excise?
Is it consumption tax?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you buy a new car, you pay it. If you sell it used, you don't pay it. It's that sort of thing. So anything that makes sense, I'm open for, and I think there'll be a big debate on this. I know that, there's all kinds of congressmen already in Washington who have talked about this sort of thing. So
Gotta cut spending, gotta cut that.
if you don't tax spend, if you don't control our growth, you just don't. And I think it's very problematic. I think we're putting this country in a serious financial situation, security-wise and financially otherwise, by what we're doing as far as spending. And that's why you, the people, have got to quit demanding from the government, and you are. And I've told you the story. You got to quit demanding from the government. You got to go through some tough times with the government and get out of this thing and get businesses to be profitable so they can hire people, and then we're on our way. But you can't spend money first and expect businesses to grow. Caterpillar's not going to grow. They got to put $100 million in, or 150, whatever it is. Now, Lori, then you.
Yeah, Lori, I have a couple comments quick and then a question. As far as taxation goes, I just tried to help my sister with her cap gains and went through and went to a CPA who's one of the best CPAs in town who could not figure out how to do a cost basis because it was so complicated and all the forms that there are. So, my gosh, this is absolutely positively something that we have to address because the tax system is so complicated. Our IRS agents can't figure it out, plus top CPAs can't figure it out. What is the average person supposed to do? Also, with this bill, cap gains are going to go out of the roof. There's no point in savings when you're going to be taxed on everything so severely. It is absolutely positively